A perfect candidate for the Inspire program for any fellowship is someone who we call has a fire in the belly, essentially an insatiable intellectual curiosity. My name is Peg Napolis. I'm a professor of psychiatry, neurology, and pediatrics at the University of Iowa, and I'm co-director of the Inspire program. Inspire is an acronym, so it stands for Iowa Neuroscience Specialty Program in Research Education. It's a post-doctoral program, and it's designed to launch independent research careers for junior investigators. I think the thing that's most important about the Inspire program is that we have staff that have dedicated their careers to ensuring progress in a junior investigator's career. There is a dearth of physician scientists. There's a dearth of PhDs going into biomedical research, and being able to fill the pipeline is of utmost importance. Our faculty members in the Inspire program are dedicated to excellent mentorship, meaning that every fellow that comes in gets our attention and our primary focus on them. Oftentimes when fellows come to a postdoc, they can be productive. They can be helpful for a mentor's lab because they might write papers. But that's not what our emphasis on. Our emphasis is on making sure that that fellow is successful in the next stage of their career. That's what makes our program better than all the others. For Inspire, the opportunities for fellows to work on, in general, are in three main areas. And the first area is in brain imaging. So that's with any kind of modality. It can be positron emission tomography. Much of what we do is in magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI. We also do NIRS, and a lot of opportunities within brain imaging. That brain imaging spans infant brain imaging through geriatric brain imaging. We also span from small one-site studies to multi-site studies. So very deep experience and broad experience in brain imaging. It's one of our strong points. One of the other major areas that's somewhat new for us is research in neuromodulation. So transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, is a mechanism for treatment, and it's also a really excellent tool to be able to study the brain, and in particular in connections in the brain. And opportunities for that in terms of clinical treatment outcomes, but also studying brain connections is an important opportunity. The other main branch that we have is generally molecular psychiatry. It's a very general term, but it highlights in particular genetics and molecular genetics, epigenetics, and also too, our co-director of the Inspire program is Dr. John Wemme, and he works in looking at the aspects of a acid sensing channel in the brain and understanding how that channel monitors pH, which is related to behaviors, in particular with bipolar and anxiety. So those type of things in the umbrella of molecular psychiatry are another major realm of opportunities for fellows to participate in. So the Inspire program is very focused on making sure that there's team science training and opportunities. One of the ways that we do that easily here at Iowa is because we have a culture of collaboration. So we've always been a medical college, a university, who works across lines in between departments, multidisciplinary. And then in the context of more recent interest in team science, we've just stepped that up. The ideal candidate for the fellowship is either MD or PhD. So this is postdoctoral, so it's beyond those degrees. In particular, it's designed to capture people who are committed to research and who are interested in launching an independent research career. So for an MD, Oftentimes it's someone who has had previous research experience, but they don't have to be MD, PhD. They can simply have previous experience and a thirst for more education in research. And then the MD, PhD is someone who typically would be a fantastic candidate and comes in already with some research experience. If you're someone who wants to know why, then an intellectual career in research is for you. So somebody who is always asking questions, somebody who is interested in dedicating their career to an endeavor in research, an endeavor in asking questions. Those are the people who are excellent for further training and to really set the stage to develop that into a research career. A postdoctoral fellowship is a time in the trajectory of a young investigator that is extremely important. It's this juncture in time that may make or break an independent research career. So that's why this point in training is really important, and important to make it to the next step. So that's why a fellowship like the Inspire program, where excellence in science, excellence in mentorship, excellence in career development will be important to set the stage for every opportunity beyond fellowship for that junior investigator.